one in front of them. So this map's about being alive at the right times and supporting your team, and then when it's time to make a play, make a play. So, I mean, comparing the scouts from both teams, you have Carnage and Ender on 51 versus Enigma and Moose on Mix-Up. And who out of those four? Actually, let's go like this: which combo would you rather have on your team, and then who's your favorite out of all of them?
I mean, scout combo or pocket soldier combo.
Oh, I'm talking about scout combo. I don't care about the soldiers on this map.
I mean, I've really been favoring Enigma and Moose since I've saw them at the LAN. They just play really sharp together. I think they both just bounce off each other, and playing together makes them better. Makes each other better. I think that Carnage and Ender are kind of on the same wavelength as well. But it's just, I mean, we're at the top level here, so it's so tough to compare people's deathmatch. You kind of just got to look at the results, and I feel that Moose and Enigma just kind of continually end up with the upper hand. So I got to give them the edge in this matchup.
And which scout would you want out of all of them, though?
Out of all of them, to play beside me, probably Carnage.
See, that's weird. You want the Enigma Moose combo, but you want Carnage.
Yeah.
Not bad. Any thoughts on why you want Carnage above Enigma or Moose?
He's just a beast player. I mean, if he was playing with me, I think, Enigma is, like, pretty crazy as well. But I feel like Carnage, I've had the luck to play with him a couple times. He's always just like, come on, get your ass over here. And he's jumping around, getting the frags, and he's doing his thing. And the way that I play is I play kind of like that support scout, kind of like how Ender plays. And
for those that don't know, Jeff is a former Invite scout. He has been in the playoffs multiple times.
Not at all. That's a damn dirty lie. Somebody called me an Invite player, and I'm like, I rode the bench for Space Whales before their Invite upgrade even went through.
Stop being so modest.
That's just how I am, man. What's your take on it? If God forbid Sean Bud had to step away, and an Invite scout was ready to jump in there, who would you go with?
Well, I heard Sean Bud's getting picked up by Quantic next season for Sizer, so I guess I have to start getting used to it, yeah. But to answer your question, for combos, I'm a fan of Ender and Carnage. I like that Carnage is more the aggro scout, and Ender is the passive, annoying scout. But my favorite scout combo in the game right now, in either Europe or America right now, is Moose and Enigma.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of their styles. I'm a fan of their aim, and they're a large part of the reason that Mix-Up is just dominating. And so to answer what I asked you is, I would pick Moose and Enigma, and if I had to pick one scout, it would be Enigma.
What's your reasoning behind that?
For Enigma?
Yeah.
He's really dynamic. I like players who aren't really boring and aren't one-dimensional. I like people that can take on multiple roles and are not dumb and have decent enough aim. And it's never really been about Enigma's aim. It's always been about his positioning and his smarts.
Yeah, he's got great movement as well. Really crazy movement. And also, I love Enigma for his off-glassing. I actually was just talking on Reddit with the October Top 10 that just recently came out. If any of you haven't seen that, I highly suggest you check that out. It was a really fun one. Somebody just said, about like a heavy off-glassing and pyro off-glassing, and I mentioned, switching over to Pyro to defend on last, and that's something that's come out more as a strategy, and Enigma definitely always on the cutting edge of off-classing strategies. Cutting edge.
Just trying to read what people are saying. I'm trying to see which people, there are a lot of Carnage fans out there, and some Enigma fans. I like it. Yeah, he's not the best, but he is a legend. Just I'm talking about Carnage. Carnage started and kind of coined the heavy damage shot, the meat shot. That's like anything above 80, and the consistent bam, bam, you're dead. Goodbye.
That's a meat shot.
And for those just checking in with us, this is Mix-Up versus Area 51, Week 7, CP stand-in B3, unless I'm mistaken. And this has some
B5.
playoff implications. B5?
Yeah.
I stand corrected. B5. Some playoff implications here, not really for mix-up since their spot is basically determined, but it's definitely for 51. That 3rd and 4th spot is up in the air right now, and they might have it right now, but if they lose this...
Classic mix-up definitely, fairly solid. 9-2, still pretty good. Area 51, this is a trouble one for them, and they definitely could use every win they can get right now at this point in the season. As we alluded to earlier, it is very close to wrapping up.
Mix-up is 9-2?
Well, 9-1, but I mean, if they lost here, it would just be 9-2. That's still all right. Somebody was asking just to double check what the score was on that other game, the earlier game, HRG versus Snooplicity. I want to point out that match is still live. Snooplicity have pulled a round back, so still going on over there.
We will
real
keep
quick,
you updated.
Area 51, the rest of their schedule, they're playing Snooplicity and Quantic on Goalie Wash. Then they're playing Classic Mix-Up again on Granary. And then they're playing HRG in the final week. So they got a matchup against HRG and Snooplicity. No matchup against Ducks. And actually, they got a forfeit win over the Ducks. Let's see, when was that?
We're going live,
last
just
week or
so
something.
Gotta go down the
very
rosters.
Excellent. Yeah,
Take it away.
I'll run down it real quick. Over on Classic Mix-Up, there's Soldiers, TLR the Pocket, Relic Roaming, Harblue the Medic, Dabes, a.k.a. Moose and Enigma on Scout, Platinum on Demo Man, Area 51, Soup on Demo, Fragile on Medic, Memphis, Vaughn, Roaming, Justin on Pocket, Ender, and Carnage on Scout. We are live.
Let me see. 51 is not going to be. It looks like 51 might split.
Yeah,
I'll look at A. Actually, they're all going to C. 2 scouts today for 51. Yeah, they're doing a split defense with the combo at C.
And Mix-Up responded pretty quickly, deciding to switch their combo over to A, trying to stop these scouts, doing a good job of it as well, picking up the kill on Ender as Carnage hustle backs to spawn.
Much quicker response than Snooplicity on HRG. Look at that. Point didn't even get capped.
Yeah, no, definitely a good response. They're going to have to send some players back to capture, or to stop the capture on B. Time 7 on there for a second. 51 backing up just a little bit, getting good pressure on Mix-Up. Trapped in the corner. Platinum goes down to a roller from Soup. And Hardblue leading, I think that is TLR, in with the Ubercharge here. Ubercharge from Blue as well. A getting captured for Mix-Up.
51's in a great position, actually. Carnage did go down. We do have a soldier above. I think that's Relic.
No,
TLR
that is TLR. Oddly not using his white Tyrant's helm hat.
51 in a great position. The next kill's really going to determine whose favor goes in. Moose on Platinum. Oh, sorry, that was Soup. Excuse me.
Yeah, Dave's getting juggled up in the air, floated. Justin gets a kill on Hardblue. Yeah, I didn't see where that was. And then Justin tried to follow up on Platinum, jumping right behind him. We got Relic trying to move in here, but he's taking a lot of damage from these scouts, trying to kill Fragile, who's down to 20 health. They just got capture on A, and this first round is theirs. Times 5 on the point. Definitely this being a weird match, weird map. Lead
to 51.
Mix-Up in some problems. Oh,
a lot of
Hardblue
respawners coming.
Floated around. He just off. Red trying to come in here. Hardblue taken out. One jumping in. 51 got it. Yeah, definitely. I thought that Mix-Up. I'm gonna refer to it as the middle fight, but the initial fight. I thought that was kind of going Mix-Up's way, and then just ended up rolling back around. I'm watching A right now. Both scouts for 51 there. Seems like a similar strat, but this time Mix-Up staying on B a little bit longer. Yeah,
they didn't rotate this time. I think Mix-Up was a little... They actually did a good job. I think they're just unsure of themselves right now. This could not be good for them. Excuse me, I take that back.
Actually, I think what they might have been doing, which would be very smart if this was their intentional plan, is actually if you let them capture the point, then you can recapture it faster. Then let them get a 2/3 capture and then block the capture. So now they're trying to come back in here to B. and defend it while they just have one scout capture A here. They haven't finished. They haven't finished the capture on A, and somebody's getting attacked over there, trying to get over there to see what's going on. Yeah, except
different approach this round.
Interesting. Blue is in control of A, and Mixup was very, very close to capturing it, but they didn't finalize that capture. So if one could take B, perhaps they would get the victory here. But that is where most of Mixup are.
No, I think C is uncontested right now. I think that's gray.
Right, but A is blue.
Right, but they won't win. Oh. Yeah, no, if they get both points right now before B gets taken here by 51, they get the round.
Yeah,
but
so
A
Ender
was just stopped by Carnage.
Yeah, it's a good play there. They're working on B. So C was pretty important there, but 51 responding appropriately, making sure they sent enough strength to easily stop A, both their scouts. Now they're trying to surge to C, which is actually where Mixup are just abandoning. This is interesting. I think they're going to rotate. They're trying to rotate through the Panama Canal.
I'm not sure if A is... No, A is still uncontested. I'm not sure. I can't tell.
No, A is blue. I went over there and I looked. It had the blue logo on
2-0.
it. Classic Mixup. We're inches away from capturing A, and they never sent anybody over there to finalize it, and that bit him in the ass.
Whew. Okay, let's see the rollouts. Let's see if we get a B fight. Any B fight? No, we have...
51 are changing their split, by the way. Both of their scouts now going to uncontested, and looks like it looks like Mixup went for a split this time. And Fistball, the only play down. Soup extremely lit though. We have the Kritzkrieg out for blue.
Yeah, Relic fighting underneath the B point. He's not going to survive. He might get out, but ineffective, excuse me.
Fragiles haven't had a lot of moments of not healing anybody, so they have the Kritzkrieg, but they're really not building it faster than they should be.
Harblu's down
though. Big kill by Memphis Vaughn coming in unexpectedly.
Oh man, I hope Mixup comes back. I can't wait for the Harblu. Or I hope, excuse me, I hope Mixup makes a game of this so we don't have a lot of Harblu excuses.
Platinum does get a kill on Fragile, which is big there. They just got to get C right now, and they can pull a round back here. Rounds can go very quick here, or they can be very back and forth.
They might get it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
51 is split up, and Carnage is running towards A, but I mean they need somebody to go over to C and stop it.
I don't think they realize.
Yeah. Interesting. I mean that's how some of these go. Justin saying dat map. Indeed, that is how this map works sometimes.
I like the creative splits that Mixup is doing. They keep changing it every round, so I don't even know what to say. Actually, it looks like the combo went to A, and they're denying Carnage and Ender. Ender goes down. Carnage is about to die. That's huge for Mixup. They can do whatever they want now.
Yeah. They also, I mean, they have one person on B capturing it, and their Medic and TLR are going to rotate through the AB connector blue side, and then meet up on B, and then they're just going to have to pressure in the C and only capture. That's the only point they have to worry about. If they can get good results off of this next exchange, they can just take C and win the round.
Yeah, where's Carnage and Ender right now? You know they gotta be fuming somewhere. I can't find them. Looks like they're at A?
Yeah, that's a pretty good call. Definitely going to delay Mixup's push. And then in response, 51 are pushing in towards B. But I think a bit of a feint by Carnage and Ender, but Carnage goes down. There goes Ender as well, so that's risky.
You can't drop your scouts on this map, man. You can't do it.
Yeah, and pressure being put on C, and they don't really have anybody who can go over there and respond. Fragile's stuck on B. With the rest of his players, they're not going to be able to progress the capture on B. Mixup going to take this back. 2-0.
Yeah.
Just 2-2.
Carnage on the point. Got the force the Uber, but he's going to go down.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Too much pressure there. That's one thing that really stands out about stand-in is that sometimes when you have that like ×7 on a point, it's like what can you do to try to delay that? You can't send like 2 scouts into a group of 5 players to try to stop and delay a cap. It just doesn't work like that.
I'm really impressed with the way Mixup is playing right now in terms of their splits. They're denying A with their combo, and they're actually rotating behind everyone at B. Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're about to push them.
Yeah, it gets spotted fairly early, but that's the thing. Both of these connectors on A and C connecting into B, you can come from either side. You can come close, you can come far. Platinum gets a kill on Fragile, which is huge. Harblue's still up. A getting captured for red, and they have a couple players. Oh, good bomb in from Memphis Vaughn. Actually doesn't get any frags. Harblue got connected, now reconnecting with his demo and scouts. Oh, Harblue
Ender
gets
going
somebody
down.
right up in his face. 9 health.
He got
Ender
him.
gets the kill.
Yeah, B is going to... combo from 51 is trying to force mix-up off of B. Not going to happen. Oh, this is not looking good for 51. It's all about C right now.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get anybody over there. They actually have ×4 in there now with a soldier and a scout. One scout, that's Carnage, going to have to go crazy here. Let's see those meat shots. Does get one, but Ender trying to come in there as well. Just too many players here. Fragile moving in with the Ubersaw. No Casey moment, though. Gonna need 3 of them.
Do you notice how Ender and Carnage are playing like away from their team, and they're just doing their own thing, dying alone?
Yeah. No, it's definitely dangerous. I mean, you have to utilize the power of everybody together. And Harblue's hating on it, and actually Moose as well throwing some hate TLR's way. TLR kind of credited with pushing players to vote this map in. But I find it exciting and interesting.
Yeah, I disagree with those negative comments they're making. If you put a little bit of more mind into the map, it makes more sense. And Mix-Up made a nice change in terms of what they're doing with their combo. They walk their combo through A, like towards B, like in the connector, so that they can move towards B quickly. And it's actually working really well for them.
Yeah, and I agree with that sentiment you were saying about Carnage and Ender. You know, it's like if they go down somewhere else, then, you know, if you're trying to do that split and you lose both your scouts, then all of a sudden you're stuck in a position where you have your combo, your power players, and you have no support, and you're trying to get a win, you know, 4 versus 6 basically. And that's extremely tough to do, and this map is all about presence, and without those scouts, it gets really difficult. I find it interesting as well that we haven't really seen much off-classing at all on stand-in week. Has your team experimented with that at all? I mean, we're going to start the second half here, so...
I'm kind of the off-classer on the team, and we tried some sniper, we tried a heavy. Generally speaking, we just found that it's better to have 2 scouts. And DJC was messing around with Pyro, but it ended up being Z-Brian playing in the last match because DJC wasn't around. And we're actually live. It looks like is this a B fight?
This is a B fight. Mix-Up is there in strength, and they're going to push through the kind of that connector side, that map room. And TLR getting very forward, trying to put pressure on Soup right now. Soup, oh, barely survives in spawn, 10 health. TLR is gonna get out of there. And got a lot of pressure on B, and also delaying the capture on C. Carnage trying to get in on Harblu. Now it is Ender moving in on Harblu. Harblu, oh wow, getting some protection from Relic. Ender going down. Memphis Vaughn gets a kill on TLR, but Relic pressuring forward. Fragile goes down. Combination play. Some of the other players in Mix-Up. Enigma doing work. 3 down on both teams. Mix-Up about to respawn though. Platinum goes down though. Carnage with another big kill on Enigma because he's got one more on him. Against Moose. Candy pistols out. No, Moose had plenty of health left. 80. ×4 on C. B being contested by Mix-Up. A being ignored right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Mix-Up's going to go... I think Mix-Up might stay in B just so they shut off A from 51. That'd be the smart... Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're keeping 51 trapped in C, and I think the scouts are going to go to A. Is that Carnage at A, though? Yeah, Carnage is at A right now. Actually, Carnage and Ender. I predict that both are about to die, but let's see.
Yeah, Enigma's going to head over there.
Both scouts got hit with 100 damage.
Wow, from Relic. Yeah, Enigma there to support as well, jumping up top, hitting Carnage in his lucky green. He gets taken out by Dabes, though. Color coordination can only help so much.
Look at 51, though. Carnage and Ender forcing Mix-Up away. Now 51's just going to push. Like, oh my god, it's going to be an Uber fight at A. This is going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Platinum starts things off with a sticky kill on Justin. Pressure stolen coming in here. Platinum low. Uber pop from blue side. Red holding on to it. Has to pop it now. Oh, can't save Memphis Vaughn. It's a bit of a loss. Ender pretty low, but getting the Uber flash.
51's going to get destroyed.
Yeah, Fragile's about to get wrecked. Oh! Good call, Pyyyour.
Nice pill. But it's if you lose so many before the Uber, you know, Fragile couldn't have gotten out if he wanted to. So it was kind of set in stone, but unlucky.
Did your team mess around with running the quick fix at all? With the strength of scouts on this map?
I wasn't around when they played in the MGE Cup, but I heard they ran the quick fix in the MGE Cup when they played. The Chariot strat, as they call it.
The Chariot. I like your strat names, man. I'm sure you got some other secret names up your sleeve that are even more enticing.
Gotta make the game fun.
Yeah.
It looked good for 51 a second back there, but Mix-Up is about to get C. Looks like they sacrificed A.
Arblue is a little bit close on the Uber charge there. Good timing. 51 pushing in on the pop. 51, maybe if they were just a little bit earlier, could have gotten damage done to Harblue before he had that charge. Of course, impossible to know. Harblue getting cleaned up though now. Mix-Up in trouble. Scott on the point, getting those meat heals. Carnage getting a 2K.
There you
Ender doing work as well. Carnage continuing. Pressure on Dabes down low. Dabes taken out. It is was a wipe for Mix-Up. They just respawned Relic. Probably going to come out.
Look at the scouts playing around their medic and finally getting real kills. I like it.
Almost all of Mix-Up is heading for A right now, but I don't think that's a good decision at all. Basically, the scouts are going to be on C, and 51, I think, should just move into A and try to slow it down.
No, they got it. They got it.
Wow. Wow.
Now they're going to say, oh, what a bad map. What a bad map. Get over yourselves.
Exactly. I mean, you know, they sit their entire team to A, and I think that's the interesting thing about this map.
It was a dumb move.
It's about decisions and decision making, and some of these are still getting figured out. But you have to send somebody over to contend C.
Get another big fight here at B. 2 go down for Mix-Up, and actually, yeah, another one's going to. Oh, Justin the Pocket Soldier goes down for 51. Romer goes down for 51.
Yeah, Dave's 2 big kills. He put that damage on Justin, which helped TLR out because he took a bunch of damage, and I didn't think he was going to win that fight. So Daves came in and helped him out with some extra hurt.
Ender and Carnage get C. Carnage is testing the medic. No, he's going to run away. For those that don't know, it is 3-3 right now. This is a big round. Big round. We're playing a 5 here.
Yeah. Quick.
Okay, we got Mix-Up going to A.
Quick score update. Oh, wow. Actually, some crazy results going on around the league. I mean, first off, Snoop pulled back 3 rounds, but Mighty Ducks a 3-1 lead over Quantic Gaming.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. That would be a huge win for the Ducks right there. Justin moving in here. Mix-Up are got ×2 on C. They're getting cleared off B pretty strong here. ×3 on A as well, so I think we could see Area 51. Oh, I was going to say pick up 2 points, but Daves comes in, kills 2 on B. Now with Enigma as well. And Enigma coming around, getting in Fragile's face. Fragile down to 27, and we have a pause, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, and Mighty Ducks now actually have a 4-1 lead. Let me go check the stats on that and see who's going nuts right now. Let's see, UKM, I mean, he's 27-27. Doggles, 31-21. It's pretty good. Puff putting out a good amount of damage, but less so than Banny. Banny with about 11k, always doing huge work. The rest of Quantic, besides maybe Tyrone, are kind of paling in comparison to the damage output. But Thrill getting 313 points of damage on Medic and 1 frag. 2 Ubercharge drops, so I guess he's compensating for something.
What's going on with the Snooplicity game? Was it 5-3 or what happened?
It was 5-3 in HRG's favor, but that's a good comeback from Snooplicity getting 4-0 a 3-0. And I'm taking a look at some of those stats. Oh no, it looks like we're live, so let's refocus here on the game at hand.
Yeah, 2 going down for 51. Okay, 2 goes down for each team. 4 on 4. Justin actually just went down, so it's in Mix-Up's favor, and they're going to A right now.
Yeah, which is all they have to capture. Enigma's rolling to A as well. That capture on C is really important though, so 51 are gonna have to get to A and defend it. And yeah, I think they just had a big misstep there. Yeah.
Oh, Yahtzee. Wow. See, these little slip-ups, those definitely... See, Hardblue's doing the question marks, but hey, Hardblue, you just did that a couple minutes ago, buddy. You're not that good.
And in Area 50, what they needed to do there was push their combo through A. I mean, delay that you can get that capture on C, buy yourself some time. Instead, their combo, their main force, with I don't know, they weren't quite sure where to move.
The split coming from 51 here. Actually, but it looks like Mix-Up is going into A right now.
Yeah, with just their one soldier and their medic.
Yeah, but TLR doesn't have Uber. You can't commit Hardblue. Oh, it was a trap, and Hardblue's dead.
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, Fragil's surfing away like a boss. 11 health, taken out. Enigma comes in to help TLR finish off the kill.
How about Enigma and Moose killing everyone?
Wow. Yeah, that works pretty well. That's a winning strat. This is interesting. It looks like actually some other kills going on. Platinum doing some work. He gets back in spawn, gets his health back. Carnage is out there, kills Moose. But I kind of alluded to it earlier. I mean, what happened with A there is, you know, they put a lot of time on that. And Mix-Up eventually kind of just had to abandon A because you can't sit there and work that time off. It takes so long to work that time off. 51 now getting over there, solidifying that point, and moving through the A-B connector. Try to get some contention on B here. And we'll see how Mix-Up roll in here. Both of the soldiers coming head side of the CB connector. Pressure outside. Fragile's taking damage. Goes down to Dave's. Gets a 2-kill. Soup as well. Pressure continues to come in by Mix-Up. Yeah, big damage there.
See, in those moments, like, it's not going in your favor, so you got to play a little bit smarter. And it didn't look like 51 did that. They were just playing as smart as they usually do, and it didn't help them out. Is this the match if Mix-Up caps A right now?
Yeah, I think it might be. Time 6 on C. They are gonna get it.
They win. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that was kind of crazy there. A very, very close one. I think we need to hop over here while we're still on.
Quantic,
players.
right?
Yeah, Quantic. Let me post the STV in the chat. Players still talking a little bit of smack about the map. Ender confused how they did not capture that first. Extremely close, but this map is all about numbers, getting those cap times on there, bringing that pressure. Some extremely close close rounds. Let's go head on over to Mighty Ducks leading Quantic Legacy 4-2 right now. Might not even be the score once we get in there because of the 2-minute delay, but let's check it out. Where we are in that game.
Source me if you can, if you have it.
Oh, sure. I put it in the Mumble, the STV, but I will.
You did not.
Oh, I did it to everybody. I'm sorry. There it is, the Shoutcast room. I hit you via Steam as well, Pure. There it is in the chat. Ducks are playing 5v6 right now. I guess they might have had some pause drama. You're only allowed so many pauses. Goetzjam coming back into the game though, and Ducks certainly going to need 6 players if they're hoping to get a win here. Yeah, how it is right now, Quantic trying to put pressure on A would give them the capture. Clockwork and Sizer combining for 2 kills. So it looks like they are going to take another round here. Phobia Be Scared, who is Goetzjam, is back in the game. Doggles with the crit streak, trying to fire crits over at A. But Quantic pretty solid on A, and I think they're going to take this round. The score up to 4-3 maybe?
4-2.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think
you know how it is with the delay. We'll see once they back around. Yeah, that does make it 4-2.
I'm gonna check out B, and look, they're doing B fights. See, that's the difference between the other teams. This is a big B fight game right now.
Yeah, without a doubt.
From Mackie. Yep, heavy from Mackie.
Oh, very interesting. Short distance from spawn to B, so I mean, there are good potentials for that working.
Sizer down, Clockwork down, CB down.
Doggles getting kills. 3 on 3. Heavy still out there.
80% crits from Thrill. Mackie trying to get the pack.
Oh, no.
See, look at the difference between teams, though. No splits here, just a big B fight coming down.
Yeah, really interesting. Here comes a crit streak's out. Oh, no, that's not going to work so well. It doesn't have much there to support him.
Clockwork down, Decimate down.
Yeah, still just B, the only point really on content. Big jump over the top. Phobia be scared. Goetzjam take out CB. Or going down. That's a big there. Doggles up top. Gets Mackie. Still bringing pressure on Banny. Lands a nice pipe. Before Clockwork gets in there. UKM takes out Banny. Still Thrill. Ubersaw needed one more to get that charge. And all points still neutral. Very crazy here. Puff goes down to Clockwork though, which is a nice kill. And now we're starting to see some of the other points be contested. Decimate on C.
Mackie at
A is gone.
Yeah, much different from the previous match. Much more of a brute game at B. Clockwork taking down UKM. And yeah, Ducks is going to get C, and it looks like Quantic's going to have A and B here. Not looking good for Ducks. Their med just spawned, and CB's at 60%.
Yeah, they're going to need some big work, some lucky kills there. Had some good bombs on CB, but they're going to need a good one here. It must be Decimate. Trying to follow who's doing what, where. UKM on A, getting chased down by Sizer and Clockwork. Capture on C is going to make this 4-3.
Uh-oh. Did Quantic figure out the map in the rounds they lost?
Might have.
Flank on CB. Oh, CB early pop, but okay.
Yeah, and good timing with the attack on Thrill. Landing a couple Ubersaws and getting protected, but Puff so low as well. Capture on C should be locked in.
Uh-oh.
4-3, yeah, maybe we tuned in just at the wrong time. Hopefully they get a enthusiastic speech by Emilio Estevez and pull it back together.
Quack.
Yeah, start the quack cheers, ladies and gentlemen.
Fight. Crazy. Okay, we got a soldier on the roof. Goetzjam goes down.
Yeah, early. Banny pretty low. Down. Mackie's
this next
rolling.
pick is huge. This is the middle right here, the next kill. Sizer went down, not good for Quantic.
Yeah, both scouts actually. They're getting pressured into C, losing a lot of players.
Decimate going huge.
Thrill, loses Puff right before he gets that crit streak, 97%. We're going to need that to go big here. Goetzjam almost had a good laser shot. There goes Thrill with 97% crits. That is not a good mid fight for the Ducks.
That was that respawn there from Clockwork and Sizer was interesting. It looked like the Ducks had it. Now Quantic has great position at B, and you know what? They're getting C.
Yeah, continuing to bring some hurt, getting some good kills. And Blue's gonna have to get over to A. I mean, but that's where Tyrone and CB Scout is. So actually, no, it looks like they're going to hold C. They are holding C for the most part. Decimate over there.
He's down with a crazy pill from Puff. I like it.
Good stickies. The soldiers staying up though. Thrill backing up a little bit. That's both of his soldiers with him. ×6 on the point. Only ×2 on C. But nobody from Quantic over there. Clockwork goes down. Big jump over onto Thrill. He's got the crits. See what they do here with it. And he's chased away from B. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. He's laying crit stickies with Spawn. He's trying to get Banny with it. Banny goes down.
Oh, this is huge for Ducks right now, by the way. They're going to get B here unless Tyrone goes huge.
Yeah, Quantic Gaming trying to work through Panama Canal.
Wow, watch them go to A and win. Go, go, go. No! Mackie just full body Thrill.
Yeah, and Blue, the Ducks are trying to cut off Quantic at the spawn, which is very smart. Get a ×2 going on. Well, I don't know, maybe not smart because they just lost all their players trying to do it. Red now trying to capture B and bring some pressure around. Banny's on that A side.
Here comes the push at B from Mighty Ducks.
Quantic has stabilized a bit. CB having
Uber
a pop
from CB on point.
Just, good Uber. Puff going down. Capture on B solidified. A capture for C. Going to bring Quantic Gaming even more breathing room here. Take it a 4-4.
Ducks went to A, and I think Quantic's going to stack C and win.
Yeah. Got to
win this round, excuse me.
Wow, 4 rounds for Quantic Gaming. I mean, that's what it looks like it's going to be here. Big air shot from Banny. Scout in their Decimate, but they did not buy enough time. Oh, here comes another Scout, but no, doesn't look like they're going to be able to do it. Quantic Legacy, 4 rounds in the second half, tying this game up 4-4.
Put the view on Banny. We got to see how much damage he's putting out at mid.
10 minutes left in this half. If they don't conclude it in 10 minutes, we are going to have overtime.
Banny hitting them all with pills.
Wow, yeah, Ducks very lit up. Mackie coming in there. Banny then gets a roller kill on Puff. So 3 down. Banny gets another sweet pill. Over to, I guess that must have been Goetzjam. Banny getting moved in on, though, and CB flicks those heels over to him right in the nick of time. Thrill, the only one up. And that's a lot of devastating losses. It can be very tough to recover from such a big loss on the middle fight, basically. I mean, then you got to go to C, be able to capture it, get a good capture of it. But Quantic Gaming is everywhere right now. Bringing pressure on C and A. I think they're trying to support A while still bringing some pressure on C. That's actually where UKM is over with Decimate. Got to get the point there. But if they can, hold up Ducks long enough, and then Ducks don't get some frags here, this is going to be Quantic's game. Good. Oh, he gets CB with it.
Yeah, it's a drop. I'm not sure if he had crits or not, but I definitely heard a drop. It's a ha, so it might have been Uber.
Yeah, I saw the sticky chat was very nice by Puff. Now they're bringing a little bit of pressure over on A, which I like. But Sizer coming in here, going huge. Thrill and Puff.
Sizer, man.
Decimate has ×2 on A, but if they stack C enough, actually I don't think they have the players over there. CB really the only one over there. If they're throwing anybody over at A, actually, yeah, Banny over there, so if they can get a delay, but... Oh, here comes support, though, from the Ducks. Oh, they do get the capture. That was really important for them to get that right there. They brought just enough pressure. They have all 3 of their players together. Going to move into B, and we could see a battle.
Mackey's under the point, though. He's going to push up on the point.
Clockwork. Yeah, this could be good for him. I think he could get a surprise on Thrill here. He's wound up, though, and they've spotted him. But Puff not really responding for him, and Mackie goes down. That wasn't really that effective. Puff is down, ×2 on A, which is a little risky because, now Ducks have to respond to A or capture B quicker than A. See what they can send over to A side to help stop that.
Clockwork's on the med.
Wow. Danger here. It's not a back cap, it's a side cap. They're sending players over there to try to deal with that. They've chased off the scout. More players from Quantic coming over here, trying to overpower. Still ×3 on B. That's the thing. Once you get that 2 points, you're in a much better spot. But I think they're going to lose A here. Still, sending doggles in there just to really make sure that they don't get A right away. They've solidified the capture on B. Trying to get C as well, so I think that's a good call. They got their scouts over there building Uber with that legal Boston Basher. Ducks have been playing catch-up all round, and the final decider around here.
This is huge right now.
Yeah.
The first 2 picks are going to make or break this match right now. 4-4. Oh, wow.
And every time Ducks move over to a different point, Quantic just takes a point that they left back. Ducks are increasingly a tough spot here.
We got a back cap. I think it's Decimate over at A. I'm going to check for us.
Probably. He's been doing the back caps. Indeed it is.
Yeah.
Uber by Thrill, Uber by CB as well. They're still on kind of C-side fighting it out.
Mackey's behind them, though. Uh-oh.
That's a good position by Mackie. Thrill had no chance. UKM goes down. Other players going down as well. C to win it.
Respawner, yep. C.
I think they got this, no problem. They're going to get a lot of time on it. Ghost Ayama's over on A. And I don't think they can really stack this. They're trying to. Somebody's got to get into C. Delay it, though. And Soldiers spawning stuff in. Here comes a scout trying to. Decimate slows him down for just a second. Oh, no. The ×8. Wow. What a second half by Quantic Legacy. That's why they're on top of the charts, man. Pretty much. My mind is blown, my friend.
Man, there was a lot of action back and forth.
Yeah, really tense, exciting stuff there. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as we did. Oh, wow. Quite the matchup there. Quite the set of results. Very interesting stuff all around. Area 51 with the loss earlier. 2 Classic Mix-Up. Big come from behind from Classic Mix-Up after starting down a little bit in that match. Of course, an even huger comeback by Quantic Legacy, coming back after the Ducks rolled out 3 rounds in the first half, winning it 5-4. Very close stuff. Very exciting stuff. I'm taking a peek at the stats right now. Banny putting out insane damage, 16,000 over the course of the map. Wow, Sizer actually outscored CB on points. A lot of that just because of captures, but the frags also tell the story for Quantic Legacy. Sizer with 46, Clockwork with 56, Tyrone with 48, and then 38 and 31 for Mackie and Banny, 38 for Banny, excuse me. Over on Mighty Ducks, the highest frags are Doggles with 42. So definitely interesting results, man, all across the board. Let me run down the standings just real quick, how it is right now. Experiment 3rd place with 6-5. Area 51 6-6. HRG and Mighty Ducks both tied at 5-6. The Experiment are playing tomorrow. That's going to be 11 p.m. Eastern against the Mighty Ducks. So we'll see if the Ducks can quack back from this one. And that'd be a huge win for them because they could actually tie things up with the Experiment and Area 51. Mighty Ducks could move into a 3-way tie for 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. HRG have a similar opportunity as well, except they're going to be playing Classic Mix-Up tomorrow. Let's get some final thoughts from you, Pyyyour. Thanks so much for joining us. And we'll start wrapping this up.
Well, I found out that Goetzjam, however you say it, for Mighty Ducks was not running Pain Train, and that's why Quantic outcapped them there at the end. So,
wow,
kind of a mental slip-up. The other mental slip-ups was going to the wrong point at the end of at the end of rounds and literally just giving away rounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a tough map to really figure out what to do. And we actually came up with a trick on our team and how to deal with just the clutter of comms. And it actually helped us out a lot. And no, I'm not going to give that to any of you guys because I don't really care about all y'all. But I'll give it to my mentors and my team. But in terms of shout-outs or last things to say about the matches, I like the action. I wish Snooplicity, or we actually didn't catch the end of the Snooplicity game. I feel bad that we didn't catch the end.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was 4-0. I'm used to it being 4-0, but I guess not. So sorry about that, guys. That's a mistake on our end. But in terms of shout-outs to Laser Beams from me, and shout-out to... That's about it. Shout-out to my team.
All right. Well, I want to give you a shout-out for joining us. Really appreciate that. Always great having your insights on. As I mentioned just a little bit ago, we are going to be casting that match up tomorrow. That's going to be a big one that I'm super excited about. It's HRG versus Classic Mix-Up going on. I say that's not the one we are casting. I lost my schedule. It's Ducks versus 51, I believe. Man, I'm losing it. It's all a blur. Oh, Ducks versus Experiment. And as we mentioned, Experiment having a tough loss to Snooplicity. Ducks probably gaining some confidence in this matchup against Quantic, although the match kind of slipping away from him. It's going to be a super important matchup for the LAN picture, and the Ducks are certainly going to be trying to go huge tomorrow night. That is starting at 11 Eastern. I'm going to be here. I believe Duder is going to be joining us as well. Pure, I think you're playing in a game at the same time. Is that correct?
Actually, maybe? I thought our match was Wednesday, so I kind of made plans for tomorrow, and I might not even be there. So no idea right now.
Wednesday is today.
Well, normally we play our matches Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and it was originally set up for Wednesday, but then it got moved to Thursday.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are playing Banned from eHarmony, so...
yeah, but I'm not going to be there probably.
Oh, all right. Well, good luck for your team then in that case. Thanks to all viewers who joined us tonight. Get super stoked, excited about Australian Christmas. I got to be honest, might be some ESEA issues tomorrow with the new patch that's going to drop. Always whenever there's big changes, it's a little tough, but ESEA has a heads up, so hopefully they'll make sure that they have their technical people around ready to deal with it, ready to get that client updated. If it's a no-go for ESEA tomorrow, we going to be pubbing it up. Last time there was a big patch, the Halloween patch. We got our servers up. We're pretty quick about it. Go to xtelevision.com, click the server button up top. We have some more servers coming as well, thanks to eoreality.net. If you're looking for a server, regardless of what game it is, use your coupon code eXtv. Of course, is eXtv. And you'll get 15% off for lifetime. That is a great deal. But anyways, the story about the Halloween patch. When we got our server up, it was filled in 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds, 24 slots, bam, gone. So we're going to have a great time when the patch drops tomorrow. Certainly looking forward to that. Go to teamfortress.com to check out all the details on the new items. Thanks so much for tuning in. I am eXtine. I will see you next time. Peace out.